Go.
Alright, it's been a while since we posted a video. Same excuses, it had been a while since we posted it before. The stuff we're doing is just not very interesting for videos on all the technical stuff on the SolidWorks and 3D modeling. This is Monica. She wasn't here last time. This is the fourth engineer on. Hey, none of the other three guys have talked. You want to say something?
Tom?
Y'all realize that you're just like stereotypical engineers. You're just falling into that, right?
Sure.
All right, never mind then. We're slowly but surely getting into the design, the aesthetics part of it, as opposed to the engineering of it. We thought we'd had that for some time, and yet we keep finding places to look at engineering, but we are kind of running out of places to look. The last thing that happened are rear view mirrors. The post they went on cocked them up like so. Even bending them down, they couldn't go enough to get a decent angle on them, so we spent 2 days last week trying to get that to where the re-engineering the A-pillar to get a mirror to look right. So again, that's kind of what we're still working on, what we're doing on that. Come around here. I do have some new things to show you though this time. Been getting some pieces and parts in. I want to show you something here. This is a real Aventador seat. This is a where's the button at? This is a fiber optic piece. You can see the color is not right, so forth and so on. This is just kind of sitting here, but this is what we're going to do on the Chupacabra seats. That stitches in right here into the welting, and this is proximity control. When you get your key fob within 10 feet of the car, this right here lights up in the seats, and then you have options. You can turn it off, you can leave it on, it goes off when the door's shut. Some different options for you. That's this is just an example of what can be done. This hardwires into the fuse box like so. The Lumalore that I showed you last time, again, all that hardwires into the fuse box. This controller will either make it solid or flash or do some effects. I have one client on one of his cars. I called Lumalore and said, hey, can you make this thing, instead of flashing like this, can you make it boom, 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 like a heartbeat? So on one of Tony's cars, we're going to do the valve covers like that. And looking through the back glass at the valve covers, it's going to fly. I should say Tony, Florida, not Tony, another man. Tony, Connecticut's bought a car, of course. But on the other hand, Tony, Connecticut may see this right now and say, hey, I want that too, and that's good with me. But here's some of the stuff we've been playing with. I want to come out here and show you some really cool stuff. Got this the other day, Stainless Steel Coatings Incorporated. They sent me a grab bag here to play with and experiment with. I wasn't familiar with this stuff at all, but it is a paint that is a stainless steel paint encapsulated in polyurethane. Sprays on as stainless steel, gives a dull gray look, stronger than powder coat, and you can weld right through it. So any repairs can be made. I'm not exactly sure if or how this stuff's going to find its way into the final product, but thought it was pretty cool, something to look at here. Suddenly I feel like an infomercial, but they sent me this and said, see what you can do with it. And again, I'm not sure how it's going to work on this car, but it's just kind of some cool stuff to know about. I got my sway bars the other day. Carry Cannon, nice on our spring. dealt with those guys for the last 20 or 30 years. These are 200-pound bars. You can see this is a second generation bar, very nicely made. This is exactly what we're looking for in the sway bars. Mike Papazian at Energy Suspension has helped me with all the design work on the sway bar. Some kind of unique features on that. But polyurethane bushings for the sway bars, so forth. Got another chassis over here just getting started on the CNC machine, just started to cut it out. Got an LS motor sitting here for another project. But here's what I wanted to show you. Here's what I'm making the video for. Check these babies out. It's my new Lambo phone dial wheels. Had them custom made for me for the Chupacabra. These are 18 by 8s on the front. These are 20 by 10s on the rear. And I am just absolutely pleased with them. Notice a couple of things on this. Notice that the joint is so fine from the wheel to the cap here that you cannot even see a joint here. Notice that the back side, the inner lip of the wheel back here that you see through the holes here is also polished. And here's something really, really cool. They have literally reinvented the wheel. There is no valve stem on that. The valve stem is on the... There we go. Can you get back here and see where it is? The valve stem's back here up in the hole. It clears the, right in here. Yeah, right. Yeah, there, yeah, right there. Clears the rotor and back up in there, and there's no valve stem whatsoever showing on the wheel. These wheels, I have the exclusive on this wheel. I can sell them 15 inches up to 20 inches tall, and 6 inches up to 12 inches wide. Whatever offset you want, whatever bolt pattern. The set of 15s, 4 15s is going to run about $2,000. The 20-inch ones are going to be higher, but there's the price range. There's what it is. I know a lot of people have been asking me about these for their replicas, and this is the first batch of them, and I am extremely happy with them. Ready to order some more. There'll be Yokohama S-Drive tires going on these. Those will be mounted Monday, and I'll show you what they look like after they're mounted as well. But been waiting a long time on these, and they are in production and going, and all is very, very good. Let me check my notes right here. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's good. How long was that?